In this video, I'm going to go over how I made 3R in 2 minutes and how you can use this to make more than the average salary in London in literally the time it takes you to toast bread. So we're going to start with our analysis on the higher time frame. If you look at the daily chart, you can clearly see that we are extremely bearish. Remember, this candle has not been printed yet because I'm using bar replay, so the last candle that was printed was this one over here. And you can also see that this level of liquidity had not been taken out yet. And then we go to the 4-hour chart. And please remember this. Yeah, this one was here. And we can continue to see that we are still heavily bearish. And there are still some lows left over here. You could say some relative equal lows. And then moving on to the 1-hour chart, it's the same story here. Remember, if you want the highest probability trades, always go with the high time frame direction. And from here, we can clearly see that everything is pointing bearish, especially because we got a sweep of the Asia high as well. This just means that they're primed to go lower, and we can already see that there are two relative equal lows over here. Now, if I go down to the 5-minute, which is where I like to take my entries, you can see that there is a big bullish fair value gap here, and you can also see that there's 1, 2, 3. You can almost draw like a trend line over here, and there's like 3. There's lots of liquidity essentially resting under these lows. So one of my favorite like pre-market setups would be to take like a 5-minute inversion targeting these lows, and this usually hits like instantly within like 2 minutes right at market open. So we're just going to play it at one candle at a time, and ideally for this setup to work, the 925 candle has to close right below, or the 931 has to close right below this fair value gap. So let's see what sets up. Yep, as you can see, when this candle, you can see this is the 925 candle. As soon as this candle closed, I knew you were going to head lower, so I instantly entered into a position here in my stop of the most recent high, and I targeted like all these lows. And let's see what sets up. Boom, just like that. And do you see how quick it happened? Like it literally went all the way down here. For setups like these, I always leave like my take profit open because it usually goes way lower than my original target. So if we go to the 1 hour or even the 4-hour chart, we can see that these lows that I had marked out earlier are like gone. And yeah, that was how I literally made 3R in literally 5 minutes. It was one 5-minute candle. So yeah, and unfortunately I couldn't send this to my group because I entered it. As you saw, as soon as the trade entered, it just fell. And yeah, this was one of the trades I could not send to my group essentially. But if you want receipts that I took this trade, feel free to check my free Telegram where I post weekly setups, which I mainly execute in the 5-minute time frame. I would say have an approximate win rate of 75%. Achieved probably around 130R and above, just executing on the 5-minute every single day in New York session. So I also have like a premium VIP Discord where I go with the logic and reasoning behind my trades. If you want to learn the skill more and be able to enter these trades without someone holding your hand, then that's what I would recommend you to do. You join the group. There's like a 10-day free trial, and you can let the discount pay for itself. So I'll leave a link to that in the description.